Greetings. You are strange. There's something distinctly fey about you. We realize our presence in Detir is rapidly diminishing. If we can re-establish the tradition lost with the House of Valor, perhaps we can still stabilize our presence in this region. They are our brethren, afflicted by the same curse as the Almain Alard. Left untreated, the curse alters the mind and role of the afflicted. We term these brethren Narka, and you'll find them wandering the desert of Ulcerand, attacking any that come near. They cannot tell friend from foe. It'll take some time before it's safe to walk the sands without a resolution to this dilemma. I direct the Circle of Engard in its duties. My allies and I serve the champion of valor, not the mortal pretender, but the Fae known as Engard. Unfortunately, the champion is no more. Not since his defeat in the arena by mortal hands. We have confidence that he'll appear in Amalur once again. Every Fae is compelled to perform a function, and reigning as champion was Engard's role. When the champion returns, the Circle of Engard will take up arms once again, and our rites of combat will shake the earth. The Fae have thrived here for many cycles. Though the way the seasons have been flowing, we may not thrive for much longer. Some of our brethren departed, like our champion, Engard. Some went mad and became Narka. Those of us who are left remain for the sake of this land. If it were free of the Narka curse, we would gladly follow after our champion. The Fae champion of Valor, Engard, was defeated in battle years ago at the House of Valor by a Varani warrior. In accordance with Fae tradition, control of the house passed to that mortal, and the Fae were forced to leave. Releasing him would be detrimental to Fae and mortal alike. I sense something peculiar about you, though. Perhaps you could help him. He could be healed, we surmise, with the completion of the Rite of Valor. Head to the Caverns of Ingress at the base of the Great Spine. There are 3 Erathi sigil stones within. They are marked by a waterfall, a pillar, and a tree. Activate them in that order. Each stone will curse you. Once the last stone is activated, a beast of many vines will challenge you in your weakened state. Defeat it, and bring the Korra Petal to us. You must activate 3 sigil stones within the Caverns of Ingress. They're marked by a waterfall, a pillar, and a tree. Each stone will lay a curse upon your vessel when activated, and summon opponents to face in your weakened state. At the rite's end, a beast of many vines will appear to challenge you. Defeating it will permanently remove the curses. You must retrieve the Korra Petal from the cap. Find it, defeat it. We have waited long for the champion to return. We wait still.
The Narka are terrorizing these lands. Something must... Farewell.
ever killed a mortal.
Sit down, Dudley.
The Great Ones contested Engard's knowledge, and time and again it failed. The combat space appearing trampled by the feet of warriors, Tirnoch became an arena, the bravest mortals heard the fell clamors of combatants. The House of Valor was born.
Jostling must be slain. Enjoy the pain, mortal. I'm going to stun you.
Earls of Glir Rathwin came crashing to the ocean's turmoil. Despaired and battle-weary, hiding from the ogre's fists, saw Beala Tirin atop the revered spiritual, dressed in priestly garb, encircled by a camp of mages. Wise Tirin called forth the voice of Miriam, her beauteous song, paragon of the Assyria. People climbed to her side, a summit cloister of spell-woven forces. She smote the Jotun from the hallowed pinnacle, and never again did they return. Rathir, she named the place where
Good wishes. I am Lord Halcyr of the Summer Empire. I can honestly say that we are startled at your presence. It has been, well, generations since we saw another. We have been the crossing keepers for longer than we expected. When our replacements arrive, our lives will be our own again. The keepers will come bearing the ampulla of the High Court. It is the symbol of their office. Without it, we cannot be sure they are who they claim to be. For many years, I did not know what to make of my winter cousin. We remained on our opposite sides of this cavern. And although my allegiance is to my king, we developed a comradeship. He is me in many respects, for summer and winter fae are the same. It is not my place to comment on the Great Cycle's order, only to obey it. But the balance has been in favor of the Winter Fae for too long. I do not know why the new keepers have not arrived, but I feel, through my connection to the land, that there is something wrong. We must divert the flow of magic, for it is the Summer Fae's time to rise, and we will not be denied. It is our responsibility to protect and guide the energy's progress. We ensure no one diverts its flow, and no one ever has. Fare you well.
might tell the state.
The Withering War swept across the land. Seelie and Unseelie fought each other. The House of Valor was abandoned in the battlefields of Isar and Home. Engard battled forward against the warriors of Valor, arrived on the plains of Erethath. The storm grew as they joined the war, and the Seelie threw back the invaders.
Another jostling for the fire.
When the armies of Rome subsided, the Seelie returned to the land, and the House of Valor was forever changed. The conflict of the cycle waned, and the Fae now embodied the peace of sleep. Engard no longer fought, and was without purpose. The great cycle turned through the ages. Seasons passed. A mortal defeated the champion of Valor. His name was Hroth Magnus.
Ready to die, jostling.
You do not belong here, mortal. The crown of the sun is a Fey domain. Alcerand is the last bastion of the Fey in Detir, one of the few places in these desert lands where we are plentiful. I do not wish to speak to you about Fey affairs, mortal. This place is older than your mind can grasp, and it will remain long after you are gone. They are Summer Fey, but their minds have been altered. They attack any who travel the sands, be they mortal or Fey. I am the guardian of the crown of the sun. I watch over the new keepers as they meditate in preparation for their time at the crossing. It will be some time yet before I...
Hail, adventurer. Are you here to present an offering to Mitharu? Farewell, adventurer.
Welcome, mortal. I can heal your vessel if you require. This land is in pain. It is afflicted as the Narca are afflicted. I repair the vessels of the Circle when necessary. It is my role. Mindless. Some are Fae. They cannot distinguish Fae from foe. They attack all who approach. We know not the cause.
Mortal. The champ. Well done. I can use the petal to create an elixir for the Almain. He needs only to drink this. If it indeed frees him from the curse, he may leave. And I will finally have hope of saving Ulcerund from the Narca. Administer the potion to the Almain. Hopefully, it'll free him of the curse, and we can begin to heal Ulcerund of the Narca affliction. Farewell, mortal.
You've returned. Will the Fae allow me to leave? They'll let me go if this works. Fine. I'll drink anything at this point. I can feel the curse leaving me. I'm not just saying that so I can leave. It's like a fever's breaking. I should get back to my wife. Thank you again, and farewell.
That was impressive. Our success with the Almain bears great portent for Ulcerund. If a mortal can be cured, then maybe a Fae can as well. I believe that you could survive a journey through the Fellfire Pit. Will you help us with another task? We wish to repeat our success with the Almain at a much grander scale. To do this, we require the essence of another plant, this time from the Fellfire Pit. The pit is located at the base of the great spine of Ulcerund. The flower, the Fellfire bloom, rests there. The only plant that grows in the pit. Excellent! Then head to the Fellfire Pit, where the Guardian of the Bloom awaits. Farewell, mortal. Excellent. You have my thanks, child. Now, we can use the power of the Fellfire Bloom to begin the removal of this curse from our lands. We will, however, require your services once more to accomplish this. Will you aid us again? Seek an audience with the keepers of the crossing, and then administer the sample of Fellfire Bloom to the heart of this land. With luck, you will free this entire region from the Naga affliction. Very well. Defeat Pura, and she will give you the Amulet of the Sun. Take the amulet to the keepers at Caer Elatha, and they will allow you to pass. At the bottom of Caer Elatha, you'll find the font of the crossing. Place the sample of Fellfire Bloom atop it. Go to the Crown of the Sun, where Pura trains replacement keepers, and challenge her to battle. Only if you defeat her will she grant you the Amulet of the Sun, which you will require to enter the crossing. Then delve into the depths of Caer Elatha and find the crossing. Place the sample of Fellfire Bloom atop the altar at its center. Ulcerund is among the last Faelands untouched by mortal civilization, but it is not without its difficulties. Some of our brethren have fallen to a curse that renders them feral and frenzied. My brethren and I make up the Circle of Engar. We seek to restore the Fey rights lost when the mortals took the House of Valor. The Circle is holding vigil, waiting for the champion to return. If I... A theory is correct.
A child of dust? What brings you to the Crown of the Sun? The desert is unkind to mortals. Florian and the Circle sent you to access the crossing? It is highly unusual for a mortal to invoke a Fey rite, but your aura is most unlike a mortal's. Very well. Prepare yourself.
Welcome to Caer-Latha, mortal. We have not had visitors in a very long time. What do you seek? Yes, I am Winter Fae and Halcyor is Summer Fae. That is the nature of the crossing. A representative from both courts remains here for balance. I always distrusted the Summer Fae, but it is difficult to distrust your only companion. Over the centuries, Halcyor and I have grown to rely on one another. The Keepers live to prevent use of the crossing by either Fae Empire. Its power is such that both Summer and Winter Fae have agreed to leave its power unharnessed. It is a nexus of energies, a place where magic flows infinitely. There are few such places on Amalur, and the Keepers are tasked with protecting them. I am quite skilled at sage crafting. It is one of my roles. I will aid you if you require it. Always dear Pura has stood vigil at the Circle of the Sun, awaiting the new Keepers to give them direction. It was she who led Halcyor and myself to the crossing when we first arrived in Amalur. I serve the Unseelie Court. I was chosen to guard the crossing as the winter representative, to watch over its power during the long winter. Halcyor is my companion and a revelation. I never in my life spoke to a Summer Fae, yet now I see that winter and summer are not so different. It is no accident that Caer-Latha is a place of great spiritual confluence. The crossing's flow of energy has influenced the landscape, shaped it as the ancients once did. To deal with the Narca curse, if Pura has given you the means to pass, then do so. You should seek out Halcyor. He will assist you in this. We Keepers routinely delve into the depths of Caer-Latha to make minute adjustments to the crossing, ensuring its power remains under control. Find the crossing, and Halcyor will undoubtedly be nearby. It is where the replacement Keepers go to prepare for their work at the crossing. When it is time for them to assume their posts, they enter into combat with Pura, as you did. If they survive, she brings them here, as she did with us. Take caution in these lands, mortal. Your kind is particularly susceptible to its dangers.
You should feel privileged. The crossing is not a place of mortal business. You are the first to come this far. That essence of the Fellfire bloom is meant for the crossing, yes? To cure this region of the Narca curse. I will not allow it. Florian, in all his wisdom, does not see what I see. That the crossing is a solution to this long winter. No Fey empire has ever risen so. It is not the way of things. I have been using the power of the crossing to gradually tip the balance of magic in favor of the Summer Fey in Ulcerant, but this had unfortunate side effects. I end you. Florian and the others cannot know what I have done. Not until I am finished and the long winter ended.
I see. Alcir's devotion to his king and court was more powerful than our friendship. That he would compromise his own kind to end the long winter is deeply unsettling. Perhaps, in the end, he'd become Narka himself. You have my thanks. Please, take these. They are imbued with Fey magic, and should aid you wherever you may go. The crossing has changed. I can feel it. But whether it undid the damage Halcyon inflicted remains to be seen. Return to Florian and report what transpired. Take caution in these lands, more.
I can feel a change in the air. The taint of the Narka curse is rapidly dissipating. Shame it was caused by one of the Sealy's own. The Circle and I will take our leave. A small number of Narka will undoubtedly remain. We will reclaim our brethren and defeat what Narka are left. Thanks to you, perhaps Alcerund will recover from the Narka after all. Farewell,
We are
Morgan.
the Circle of Engard.
And the footfalls of another wayfarer grace our ears. I'm delighted. I don't suppose you're traveling through Galette, are you? If so, I would not look too hard for anyone. There is not much left to find. It was quite a miracle. A number of my order, all drawn by common faith, came to the village, and we showed them salvation. There was fire and blood and screaming, yes, much screaming, but all for the glory of the great Balin. Praise be to him. We liberated them, man and woman, Alfar and human. We have delivered them to Balin, to his paradise. In exchange, our coven will welcome the slumbering Titan, Balin's beloved servitor, into these lands. But would he not? For right now, we will show you paradise.
You're the one Colm found slaying the Testament? I'm impressed. Well, I'm not here for the Testament. I'm here for gold. And I've got work for two. Care to make some riches? I was a Warsworn hireling once. Was passed over for promotion one too many times. On my last job, I found a map to a treasure beneath Galette. A friend, Tears, and I gathered a crew to claim it. We found the town in ruins, but we're undeterred. We would get what we came for. Then Tears slipped something into my drink, and the crew left without me. Now I want to beat them to the treasure, and I could use your support. Why, you... Fine. Even a tenth of this treasure will be enough to make us rich. Now, can we go? Good. We split the map among the crew, but I know the treasure lies in Galette Caverns. Now, let's move. I'd been through here a few years back, on my Warsworn training. It was as nice a place as you'd like to find in Detir, but there was always something sinister about those ruins in the canyon's end. I suppose we know why now. There were 4 in the crew, including myself. My good friend Tiers had the idea. He found the map as well. The other 2 were a pair of mercenaries, an Almain named Alsers and a Varane named Bertzer. They seemed trustworthy enough. I served as a hireling in the Warsworn once. As my friends made rank, I was passed over too many times. And so I left. I live by my own oaths now. It's in a cave near the ruins of the town, the Galette Tunnels. I'll meet you inside.
So, you made it to our camp. After seeing how you handled yourself against the Testament, I was hoping you might. Those of us in camp trust each other, but aid is not as forthcoming. I will be blunt. The Testament has taken something from me, and I want to recover it, intact. But I cannot do it alone. The marches are a main avenue from Erethel into Detir, but many choose not to walk the road in these dark times. There is a bedroll over there if you need to rest up. It's not the best, but it's what I can offer you here. The mercenary. He has seen combat, I am certain, but for his kind, justice is always for sale. I was born in Rathir and trained in the arts of magic at a young age. But when my brother Giran demonstrated greater ability than I, it was he who became my parents' focus. I was left to learn on my own. He is my twin brother. We spent our childhood together. Because of his command of magic, he was selected to join the Scholia Arcana. After that, he surrounded himself in studies. He changed. All this talk of magic and control. My brother Giran. They did not take him per se, so much as seduce him. He was a promising adept of the Scholia Arcana, and then one day he vanished. When I heard of the Testament's involvement, I feared the worst. I managed to track him here to Galette. Then I discovered just how large the presence of the Testament was in these marches. Excellent. I have resources at my disposal for a reward if we are successful. I have reason to believe that he is hiding in the ruins that run beneath the marches, this tomb of Ferragnus. I will meet you there. Hopefully, this cult has not sunk its claws too deeply into Giran's mind. The tomb of Ferragnus is an underground ruin beneath the canyon. It might lead us to him. I fear the Testament's presence will be strong.
Demons defile the land. The burnt skin of the world glows red with suffering. It is the deep gloam, and the pallor of death settles on the people of Amalur. Fires rage across the wastes. The only sound is whispered laughter. As the embers cool and the wind blows across, life once more erupts from the husk of the earth, and the struggle begins. Beams of light amidst darkness. We saw it. The eternal clash between the structures of order and shadows of chaos. Slowly, despite their struggles, the war gave way to the glass and the sway of trees in the breeze. The land was cursed by the plague brought on by the Niscaru, but life gives way to death, as death will birth new life.